Gary Trent Jr. is going to make all kinds of mistakes here. First of all, he should already be over here with his back to the baseline, okay, in the gaps, all right? So he's moving towards the ball as this pass is getting made out. So now as this pass gets kicked to Jaylen Brown, see, if my feet were set, now I'm just rotating right over here and into the gaps. Same thing. And now I can stunt, I can recover. But Gary Trent Jr. doesn't do that either. What is Dennis Schroeder doing here? This is in transition. Is Dennis Schroeder taking Tatum? I think Jakob Poeltl's taking Porzingis. So what is Dennis Schroeder doing? How do we have two Raptors players standing doing nothing? If you're Jakob Poeltl and you're hedging this screen, you need to get up now. Jaylen Brown, if you're hedging a screen and Jaylen Brown turns the corner, you are finished. You just let Jaylen Brown turn the corner. 100 people collapse. Drew Holiday's open. This is where Darko Rajakovic is terrible. Pascal Siakam's got to switch this one. I can get over this second ball screen. I cannot ask Gary Trent Jr. to get over multiple ball screens here. Look at this. If you switch here, you're fine. But you're asking Gary Trent Jr. to get over 50 ball screens. 2-on-1, awful. A lot of mistakes here, but the Raptors are very poorly coached, so it's not a surprise. If you're Dennis Schroeder, you got to force Porzingis to where your help is right here. See, Schroeder's letting Porzingis go away from this help. All right, stop, though. All right, this dribble gets picked up now. You're Achiuwa. You got in the gaps, the dribble's picked up. Now I got to recover. Okay, that's all I needed was that dribble to get picked up. But you're still sticking around, going towards the ball. So now you're not going to be able to get out. Rip and go drive for Peyton Pritchard for 2. Nope. Your help's got to come from right here. Precious Achiuwa's got to get his left foot parallel to the block. In a defensive stance, feet set, I can stunt, I'll be able to recover just fine. But where's Achiuwa? So now you got to help from the rim. Now you're going to have to help the helper right here, and that's going to leave Sam Hauser in the corner. Hey, Jalen McDaniels, first of all, you're in the gaps. You got to be up the line here, okay? And I'm in a defensive stance with my feet set. That's not a defensive stance. So you're going to be late to get out right there, and your feet aren't even set. All right, so where are you closing here? I want to get up and close, force Drew Holiday into this help right here. I got to get up this way, all right? That doesn't happen either. You can't miss these. You don't guard like this if you're Malachi Flynn. Your back is to the baseline. I'm lifting with Hauser with my back to the baseline, seeing ball, seeing man. How do you not be in the gaps here? How is Drew Holiday's dribble still alive? That's unbelievable. Terrible box out by Scotty Barnes. Peyton Pritchard. Use the lower half of your body to drive Peyton Pritchard out. You're just standing in front of Peyton Pritchard. How does he get this offensive rebound? And now if you're Jalen McDaniels, I got to get out and find someone. I can't stand in the middle of nowhere. Scotty Barnes should not have given up that offensive rebound. It's ridiculous. What is Chris Boucher doing in transition here? Like, you got to sprint over here to Sam Hauser. Why does Chris Boucher... Look at this. Why are you stopping? What? Okay, Jakob Poeltl cannot be playing off Jaylen Brown. I got to get up here. Now, I don't know what Gary Trent's doing. The Raptors are poorly coached. That probably explains it. You got to have your back to the baseline. I got to be in the gaps here. Siakam, same thing here, too. This is a mismatch on the perimeter. But Poeltl's got to get up and know he's got help. But there is no help, and Poeltl's playing off. This has to be a switch. There's nothing to think about. Dennis Schroeder's got to get underneath. Porzingis, get low and start battling. Jakob Poeltl's going to be up. You have help right here with Grady Dick. Okay, Scotty Barnes can stay in the gaps here too. This has got to be you can't be giving up 2-on-1s. Like, I don't know what else, there's nothing else to say. That doesn't work. Do not stand around in transition. The shot goes up. Dennis Schroeder's got to start getting back. Same thing with Malachi Flynn. You're not going for the offensive rebound, you're watching. So now Boston gets this. Everyone stands and watches. Look at Schroeder's effort there. That is atrocious. If you're Malachi Flynn right here, okay, ball gets dropped down low. Jakob Poeltl's got to rotate down here. I got to be halfway between the ball and the three-point line. And Malachi Flynn's got to get over. This is where we want to force Jason Tatum. Because I can stunt, get this dribble picked up, and recover. Why am I letting Tatum go? Terrible switch all the way around. Jaylen Brown comes up to set a ball screen right here. This is where Grady Dick needs to be on the switch. And then if you're Malachi Flynn, stop. I'm immediately dropping underneath on the switch. So Grady Dick should be up here on the switch, and Malachi Flynn's got to get underneath immediately here on the switch, so he's in the gaps. It's just an all-out atrocious switch. Poorly coached team. Another awful switch. Darko Rajakovic is terrible. You got to get underneath if you're Siakam on the switch, and Poeltl's got to get up. Dennis Schroeder's got to go. I should have help here, and I should have help here. But you have no help, and Poeltl's playing off. Siakam's unbelievable. If Scotty Barnes is going to double here, he's got to double from over the top, and then Siakam would rotate down. Look at Scotty Barnes. You're not doubling. Stop. Get over here. And Siakam's got to rotate down. If a pass can get made out here, Gary Trent goes here, Pirtle here, Scotty Barnes up. This is atrocious. Have to send help. Schroeder cannot guard Jason Tatum in the post. Siakam's got to get down here. Again, you can rotate. If this team was well coached, you just wrote this way, this way, this way. This is where Pirtle ends up. Tatum's going to shoot right over him. You don't want to help? Okay, cool. 2 points. The Raptors, this is off a pick and roll. Dennis Schroeder's supposed to switch. Get over here now. Siakam is up. What is Dennis Schroeder doing? Stop. Get over here. What? Why are two... Swung to Al Horford. That's going to draw help now. Your Pascal Siakam right here. Stop. Okay, Precious Achiuwa is coming to set this ball screen right here. So all I got to do is just seal Jaylen Brown right here. Let's just post him up a little bit on the perimeter. Wait for Achiuwa to come set the ball screen, and I'm going to come tight off the ball screen. But you're keeping the ball exposed, and yeah. This is a down screen that the Raptors don't defend. Precious Achiuwa should be showing here so Jason Tatum can't curl. Okay, you let Jason Tatum curl. I mean, he could beat you backdoor if he wanted to. But if you're Scotty Barnes, he lets you back in the play. So I'm immediately underneath, I'm immediately low, I'm immediately battling. Okay, we're not going to do that either. You cannot talk or think about switches here. This is something you work on in practice, which I don't know what the Raptors even do in practice. This has got to be an auto switch. It's Siakam's under, Precious Achiuwa's up guarding the ball. Okay? But this is what poorly coached teams look like. 2 people go to the ball right here, and then 2 people are then going to go right back to Porzingis, and nobody goes back to Tatum. So now it's just rip and go in the lane, draw help, kick out 3. Well-coached team. It really looks very well-coached. Malachi Flynn is late trailing this play. I cannot gamble here. I need to get to Al Horford this way. Or you want to sprint back towards the ball, then Siakam's got to come here. But you just gamble at the ball. Another atrocious gamble in transition. Why can't Scotty Barnes please just slide his feet? Why must he gamble, and then you don't get it, and now you're out of the play, and now you're giving up points? Pascal Siakam is going under this screen, and he cannot make contact with the screener. Jakob Poeltl's got to back up and let him through. You make contact with the screener, now look. Jaylen Brown's going to be on the other side about a half hour ahead of you. I don't know why they can't just switch this screen with help right here. But, you know, it's the Raptors, and this team is garbage. Where is Jakob Poeltl going in transition here? I'm not just getting back to a random spot on the floor. I get to a body. Dennis Schroeder's taking the ball. I got to come this way. Okay? But you're just getting back to the middle of nowhere. So now everyone's flying all over the place. So, again, it comes down to just this being a horrendously coached team. There's no thinking about this. This ball gets thrown down low. Jakob Poeltl, I prefer you not leave your feet here, but I got to get down here and double, and then we're just going to rotate, right? We're going to rotate, we're going to rotate. You are not leaving Dennis Schroeder alone down low with Kristaps Porzingis. Okay, how many mistakes do we want to talk about on this play? First of all, Jakob Poeltl needs to get down here, and Dennis Schroeder should be forcing Jrue Holiday into this help right here. So that doesn't happen, and then Gary Trent Jr., if he's doubling, got to come over now. Okay, you got to close this side of the floor off for Jrue Holiday. All right, if Jaylen Brown cuts and Siakam comes this way, I got to make this pass difficult so Siakam can rotate over here. And then I just come to Jaylen Brown. And that doesn't happen either. Poorly coached team.